Good morning and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show. Welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vic. I hope you guys are all doing well this morning. I've got to take a sip of water already. I feel my throat. There you go. There you go. There we go. Athletics, of course. The World Championships is going on this morning. Football, the Champions League from last night. Excuse me. That's a lot better. NFL, Major League Baseball, Sumo, WNBA. Tea and water. Good mixture. Good mixture. Konnichiwa. Yeah, good morning there. A lot of people in the chat this morning. Let's first have a look at our poll this morning. From which league will the Champions League winner 2026 come from? That's this Champions League season. The question, La Liga, Premier League, Bundesliga or other? At the moment, it is the Premier League led by other, then La Liga and the Bundesliga. Surprise, surprise. I actually thought the Spanish league would be higher, Barcelona, Real Madrid. But people think it's going to be the Premier League. A lot of Liverpool supporters, I guess. There you go. So that is the topics for this morning. Hey, we're on our way to 89,000. So keep on liking, subscribing and hitting the notification button. But let's get straight into the sports this morning because there was a lot of sports this morning. And I'm just going to go check one thing quickly just to go see if that game is done. Then I can just put it in verbally, taking some time to get there. So let's start with the Major League Baseball, and then we'll go have a look if it's done. All right, so lots of matches, even double headers last night. So the Cubs beat the Pirates, not the Cavs. The Cubs beat the Pirates 4-1. The Braves, they had a double header. They beat the Nationals 6-3. The Blue Jays beat the Rays 6-5. The Orioles beat the White Sox 8-7. Close games there. The Yankees beat the Twins 10-9. The Reds lost to the Cardinals 0-3. The Rangers lost to the Astros 6-5. And the Giants lost to the Diamondbacks 6-5. The Phillies and the Dodgers, that's the one that is still going on. But I think that one is done now. Yep, I can tell you there is score there. The Phillies beat the Dodgers 9-6. The Guardians beat the Tigers 7-3. The Athletics beat the Red 6. Yeah, no, it's the Red Sox, but they I could have put Red Sick there because they're not doing too well at the moment. 2-1. The Padres lost to the Mets 8-3. The Angels lost to the Brewers 2-9. The Mariners were in scoring. They felt good about scoring 12-5 against the Royals. And the Marlins beat the Rockies 6-5. Yep, so let's get that out the way. Let's look at the tables. In your National League, the Brewers and the Phillies are through. They are through. The Dodgers, that is not updated. They've lost one more game, but they'll stay in the same spot. The Cubs and the Dodgers looking good. Padres, maybe. Yeah, well, Padres should be in there. The Mets, Diamondbacks, and the Giants and the Reds are all fighting for that last wild card spot. Then in your American League, yep. Blue Jays, Tigers, Yankees starting to pull away. Mariners have overtaken the Red Sox. So I have the Houston Astros. Red Sox fans, are you worried now? Are you worried a little bit that maybe the Cleveland Guardians, with that freaking horrendously shit name Guardians, or even the Texas Rangers could catch the Boston Red Sox and knock them out? If I was high life there down in New Zealand, a big Red Sox fan, I would be shitting myself. Then just to show you what's coming up this week, NFL. These are all the games coming up this week. Dolphins, Bills, tomorrow morning on Thursday night. So that'll be Friday morning, Thursday night football. Dolphins, Bills will be live on this channel. And then on Tuesday, we'll be doing the Lions against the Ravens. I don't know what else we'll be doing this weekend, but we'll let you know, don't worry. Then there were the playoffs in the WNBA, and everything's close there. The Fever bounced back after losing game 1. They have won game 2 here, 77-60 against the Dream. That series is all tied up in 1-1. Then the Storm beat the Aces, a little bit of a surprise for me, 86-83. So that series is also tied at 1-1. So, we'll see. We'll see. Very interesting. Now we get into the hilarious part of the show. Good morning, Monas. There you go. So let's get into the hilarious part of the show where I have to pronounce all these Japanese sumo names. Sumo hotting up there, 3rd day already in the books. I think our first update will come tomorrow. If I'm correct, tell me, Vern. Tomorrow you're doing a sumo update for day 4, right? Or day 5? Day 5, okay. So Herodomi beat Waka Motahura. So he's to 2-1, same as Waka Motahura. He lost his first match of this basho. Well done. Koto Shoho, he won again. He beat Gonoyama. Gonoyama 0-3, not looking for good for the Maegashira. Ranked Maegashira 3 there, not looking good. Then Takayasu lost again. He lost to Oho. Atama Fuji, he lost to Kirashima. Kirashima 3-0, one of the few that are still 3-0. Watatata Kage lost to Tamawashi. So they both at 2-1. Kota Sakura lost to Onishiki, so they both at 2-1. Kota Sakura losing the Ozeki, yeah. Onishiki, the young Ukrainian, if I'm correct, yes. Then Hakuyo, he lost to Hoshuro, the Yokozumas, both of them in top form at the moment. Hoshuro at 3-0, and Onosato beat Abe. Abe is just being hammered by everybody. I watched that one. That was brutal. That was brutal. I watched that on the Japanese channel we have. There were some brutal fights there. But Onosato destroyed him in like a few seconds. It just kind of almost flipped him out the ring. It was like throwing a doll around, man. So let's look up what's coming up today. Some interesting battles. Ishii Yamamoto will take on Waka Motohura. Look. Morning, there you go. Atama Fuji will take on Haradomi. Oho will take on Oneshiki. I think Oneshiki should get through that one. Watatata Kake against Takayasu. Takayasu definitely needs a win after being 0-3. Gonoyama also needs a win against Kirashima, but you've got an 0-3 against a 3-0. I would put my money on Kirashima. Koto Sakura against Tamawashi should be a good and interesting bout. Onosato against Hakuyo. Can't see him beating Onosato. And poor old Abe. He goes from one Yokozuna to the next. But I'm going upset here. I think Abe does this tonight. Let's see. We'll see tomorrow morning if Vic was right. I think Abe is going to win against Hoshura, because Hoshura has always got one bad bout in him. And I think that's the one that's going to be the bad bout. Then we did have Champions League last night. Let's have a quick look at the results. I mean, some interesting games there. Arsenal very comfortable there in Bilbao against Athletic Club Bilbao. I must admit, if I wasn't a Manchester United supporter, I'd be an Athletic Club Bilbao supporter. And people say, Vic, what are you talking about? I like the philosophy of this club. You have to be a Basque to play for the club. They've got Basque trainers, they've got Basque players. I mean, it's phenomenally... If you think they only take from that little pool in that region, and they're such a good club, I like that. I mean, I love the Premier League and I love Manchester United, but maybe it's good we don't have so many English in Manchester United because it's all crap. But, there's no... That's all gone, where you had hometown kids playing for your hometown team. Big surprise for me is Union St. Galois beating PSV Eindhoven 3-1. So that was maybe the second shock of the round, because the next shock is definitely Benfica Lisbon losing to Karabakh 3-2 at home. Good wins for Union St. Galois and Karabakh. Then what a thrilling game. I actually watched that last night a little bit on. I watched the conference on TV. Juventus against Dortmund. Dortmund are definitely the Spurs of Germany and the Spurs of the Champions League. How can you be 4-2 up with 3 minutes to go and you still throw the game away? I mean, Vlahovic there with 2 goals doing well. Kelly with a goal. Ildiz. They came back 4-4. Thrilling game. Real Madrid stole their way to a win again. I mean, I can't believe this, man. That was never a penalty in my lifetime, but Mbappe is like the big hero because he made 2 penalties. Carajaval got sent off for a stupid headbutt. So Real Madrid did win 2-1 against Marseille. Timothy Weah, the son of the great George Weah, he did score for Marseille. And then Tottenham, Spurs won against Villarreal. Good win there for Spurs. Good win for their new coach. But they needed an own goal from Villarreal to do it for them, The Yellow Submarine, that is the name of Villarreal. Then, don't forget, there are matches tonight. And on this channel, there will be my Bayern München against Chelsea live with me. Paris Saint-Germain take on Atalanta. Liverpool take on Atletico Madrid. I'll keep you up to date on all those games. Another interesting one, Ajax Amsterdam against Internazionale di Milano. Milan not doing so well at the moment. But like I mentioned tonight, Chelsea against Bayern or Bayern against Chelsea live on this channel. Then on Thursday there are some more matches. Eintracht Frankfurt against Galatasaray. I wanted to say Frankfurt Galaxy, thinking of the American football there in the Europe. Copenhagen against Leverkusen should be an interesting one as well. I actually got an upset. I got an upset there. I got two upsets. I got Brugge upsetting Monaco. I've got Copenhagen upsetting Leverkusen. I think Frankfurt will win at home to Galatasaray. Man City Napoli, tight game. Newcastle will not beat Barcelona, I think, and Sporting Lisbon against Karat Almaty could be interesting. But Manchester City Napoli also live on this channel, so join me for that. There was the Carabao Cup last night in England, and Grimsby Town, the Manchester United, the Giant Killers, they went through. They beat Sheffield Wednesday. The pressure is mounting there on Unai Emery in Aston Villa. They went out on penalties to Brentford. Not good for Unai Emery. It's not looking good. I don't think they're very patient there in Aston Villa. And Crystal Palace knocked off Millwall. So another nice win there for Oliver Glasner and Crystal Palace. Kind of becoming my second favourite team in the Premier League, Crystal Palace. I kind of like them, you know. Because my good friend Simon Jordan there. Simon Jordan. What a man. And then let's get to the big thing, the athletics. And let me get this all ready. So it all started yesterday in the 110-meter hurdles. Cordell Tinch of the USA won that one ahead of the two Jamaicans, Bennett and Mason. Sad day for our Swiss hopes. Mr. Jason there, he was favourite. He was really in the medal hunt, and he only got to like the first hurdle. No one knows really what happens there, but don't worry. That's the winner, Cordell Tinch. Well done to him. Then we move on. 1,500 meters woman, and there was only one lady who was going to win this, and that's Faith Kipkeon of Kenya ahead of her countrywoman Ewowi and Jessica Hull of Australia. Telling you this, Aussies and New Zealanders are doing really well at these championships. Unbelievably well. So Faith, keep the faith. There you go. This lady's unbelievable. I mean, she's two times Olympic champion, 4 times world champion, holds all the world records. I mean, this lady is she's not from Kenya, she's from another planet. This is how good this woman is. Then we had the men's hammer. We're not talking about below my body, we're talking about the hammer. And Ethan Katzberg of Canada, he won the gold medal ahead of Hummel and Halazek of Hungary. There you go. Another Canadian. Canadians are doing well. Wasn't it the lady that won yesterday? Yes. That was in the shot put from the ladies or the discus. Was it the hammer as well? I'm not sure. But the Canadians are doing really well in this competition. And hey, for all those hard, soft, poor rugby fans in New Zealand, forget rugby. It's a second day in a row. You've won a gold medal in athletics. Turn all the rugby fields into athletic stadiums and go with athletics. There you really have a chance of winning something. Hamish Kerr. Hamish. Got a shout out to my boy there from Kiwi Lads when I hear that name. Hamish Kerr, he won the gold medal in the high jump. Very convincing. 2 meters 36. Fantastic jumping. Yes. Look, the Tamborini, the Italian guy, fell out. The reigning world champion, I think he fell out during the prelims. And then the great Qatari was not there either, so well done to old Hamish. There you go. Don't forget, join us later this afternoon because we're going to be talking about New Zealand are in total meltdown. I've been enjoying it. It's actually sad to say, to enjoy other people's pain. But I've been watching all the New Zealand channels, and Razor should go. Is Scott Barrett the right captain? Is it time for Geordie Barrett to stop? Should they bring in international players now that are playing abroad? I mean, everything is being turned over in New Zealand. I mean, it's unbelievable. You would have thought, I don't know, the world's ending for them. Maybe it is. Maybe that's all they got. And then don't forget to join me tomorrow morning again for the Daily Sports Update Show. We'll update you on all the athletics, rugby, basketball, everything going on. So that was kind of the morning show this morning, short but sweet. Don't forget to join me this evening again. I'll just put that out there. There you go. Bayern against Chelsea should be a good one. I hope you guys stay safe, be happy, have a great day, and I'll see you later, man. Ciao, ciao.